At 60, Shania Twain has finally chosen to speak openly about a truth she carried quietly for most of her life. Born Eileen Regina Edwards on August 28, 1965, in the small mining town of Windsor, Ontario, and raised in the rugged surroundings of Timmins, her journey from hardship to global superstardom is one of the most extraordinary stories in music history. It is not simply a tale of talent, but a powerful testament to resilience, sacrifice, and an inner strength that refused to be broken. Growing up in poverty, Shania often went hungry, wore hand-me-down clothes, and learned early that survival depended on determination and adaptability. Music became her refuge. Even as a child, she felt an instinctive connection to melody and storytelling. Long before she was legally old enough, she sang in bars and local clubs to help support her family. Her early years were marked by instability and emotional struggle, yet through it all, she held on to an unshakable belief that her voice could one day carry her beyond the limits of her circumstances. That belief was tested when tragedy struck. At just 21 years old, Shania lost both of her parents in a car accident. Overnight, she became the primary caregiver for her younger siblings. Rather than chasing fame, she put her dreams on hold and took a steady job singing at the Deerhurst Resort in Ontario, choosing responsibility over ambition. This chapter of her life revealed not only her vocal ability, but her deep capacity for sacrifice and strength. Her breakthrough came in the early 1990s when she signed with Mercury Records and adopted the name Shania, meaning "on my way in Ojibwe." Her debut album received modest attention, but it caught the ear of legendary producer Robert John Amuta Lange. He recognized something extraordinary in her voice. What began as a professional collaboration turned into months of long phone conversations, creative exchanges, and a deep personal connection. They met in person for the first time at Nashville's Fan Fair in June 1993, and the chemistry was immediate. Later that year, they married, forming one of the most powerful creative partnerships in modern music. Together, they reshaped country music with The Woman in Me in 1995, blending pop, rock, and country into a sound that defied tradition. Songs like Any Man of Mine and You Win My Love turned Shania into a rising star, but it was Come On Over in 1997 that changed everything. The album became a cultural phenomenon, eventually becoming the best-selling studio album by a female artist in any genre. With hits like hits like A Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, and From This Moment On, Shania shattered expectations and redefined what country music could be. Her bold fashion, empowering lyrics, and confident presence resonated far beyond traditional country audiences. At the height of her success, life delivered new challenges. Her marriage collapsed after a devastating betrayal involving her closest friend and assistant. Soon after, she was diagnosed with Lyme disease and dysphonia, conditions that severely damaged her vocal cords and nearly ended her career. For years, she struggled physically and emotionally, facing the terrifying possibility that she might never sing again. Once again, her resilience carried her through. Through vocal therapy, determination, and patience, she rebuilt her voice and returned with the album Now in 2017. It marked not just a musical comeback, but a deeply personal victory. In her personal life, healing came unexpectedly. After her divorce was finalized in 2010, she found comfort in Frederick Theobald, the former husband of the woman involved in the betrayal. Their shared pain turned into love, and they married on January 1, 2011, beginning a new chapter grounded in trust and renewal. Beyond music, Shania embraced a lifestyle centered on balance and compassion. A committed vegetarian and follower of Santé Mat's spiritual philosophy, she credits meditation and ethical living with helping her navigate fame, illness, and heartbreak. In 2010, inspired by her own childhood struggles, she founded Shania Kids Can, a charity dedicated to supporting vulnerable children facing poverty and emotional hardship. Her autobiography, published in 2011, offered an unfiltered look into her life, revealing trauma, triumph, illness, and renewal. It resonated deeply with fans who saw not just a superstar, but a survivor. Now at 60, Shania has become more reflective and open than ever. In a recent interview, she revealed a truth she had never publicly shared before. From the time she was a little girl sitting on the floor of her family's modest home in Timmins, one artist quietly shaped her musical heart, Ricky Nelson. As she recalled watching him on television, captivated by the smoothness of his voice and the quiet confidence of his presence. His music, she said, sparked something deep inside her long before she understood what it meant. As life grew heavier, his songs became a source of comfort and escape, a reminder that beauty still existed beyond hardship. As she matured as an artist, her admiration deepened. She came to appreciate Nelson's ability to blend country, rock, and pop effortlessly, crossing genres without noise or ego. She realized that his approach had influenced her more than she ever knew, shaping her own fearless blending of musical styles. For years, she kept this influence private, not out of secrecy, but humility. But reaching 60 brought clarity and freedom. She felt ready to honor the artists who helped shape her path. During her darkest moments, especially when illness threatened her voice, she returned to the music that first inspired her. Ricky Nelson's songs reminded her of the girl who believed in music with her whole heart. Though she never met him, and though he passed away in 1985, his legacy lives within her. As she looks toward new music and future chapters, she carries his influence with gratitude and peace. In finally speaking her truth, Shania Twain doesn't just honor a music icon. She reveals a hidden thread in her own story, proving that childhood inspirations can echo across a lifetime, quietly guiding us until we are finally ready to name them.